Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Well, with a growing number of Nigerians slipping through the poverty trapdoor on a daily basis, according to the World Bank and IMF, there continues to unfold a corresponding need for increased spending by government on poverty alleviation programs, structured support by the private sector through corporate social responsibility and individual assistance wherever needed. Well, for a conversation, we are now being joined here on the morning show by lawyer, philanthropist, and international director Mercy Uchegbu Widows and Orphans Foundation, a not-for-profit organization which focuses on empowerment of widows, orphans, and the less privileged through free skill acquisition and capacity building. That's Uchegbu. I hope I got that right. Thank you so much for joining us on the morning show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. So can you tell us a bit more about what the Mercy Foundation is doing, especially with widows, orphans, and what are some of the challenges you faced over the years and your achievements so far?
Okay. Thank you. The Mercy Widows and Orphans Foundation is the charitable wing of the Mercy Law Firm, which I am the attorney and managing director in the United States. So as part of our charitable efforts, we decided that we wanted to establish, in honor of my late grandmother, a foundation that would be targeting towards less privileged groups in Nigeria, specifically widows and orphans. It was founded in November of 2017, and since then has been a vehicle of change for the local community here in Nigeria, specifically in Lagos. The foundation is located in Ikeja off of Allen Avenue, and the mission is to empower widows, orphans, and the less privileged through free skill acquisition and capacity building programs. The way it operates is that there are training cycles during the year for widows and special programs for orphans. And at the end of those training cycles, the widows that successfully graduate from the program, they are empowered by receiving instruments and other things that they can use to support themselves, support their families, and also support their local communities. The foundation started in 2017, as I told you, with just 3 departments: catering, fashion, and industrial, which was supported by 3 volunteers. Today, the foundation has grown to operate 7 departments: catering, fashion, industrial, event planning and decoration, computer training, beauty and salon, and shoemaking. And at this time, we have 18 instructors and volunteers. Some departments have more depending on the need, depending on the number of participants that we're catering to. And as of December 2025, we have trained 623 persons, which are inclusive of widows, orphans, and the less privileged.
Okay, fantastic. The foundation is in honor of your grandmother,
yes,
as you said.
My late grandmother.
Who was she? I mean, was she into humanitarian causes too?
Absolutely. My grandmother was a woman of the people. There's no one that would come to her with a need that she would not have her arms open to. She had a heart for widows and orphans, being a widow herself. So because we wanted to find a way to honor her legacy, we wanted to continue to serve the groups of people that she was serving and was catering to when she was alive, which is one of the reasons, which is one of the impetuses behind doing the foundation. And of course, I'm based in the States as an attorney, and that's where I have my practice. But I felt that it's best to do it at my country of origin, my grandmother's country of origin, to a place that I come to yearly, to a place where I can have direct impact, which also the need is more prevalent here than in other places, especially where, it seems as though there are challenges and perhaps getting a lot of governmental support for the less privileged, where we can come in and kind of, get started on a grassroots level and see how we can help people who otherwise would not receive that kind of assistance.
So I'd like you to talk more, about some of the challenges that you have faced in running the foundation, and how have you been able to surmount these challenges, and keep going?
Right. Thank you for asking that question. We are challenged by financial support, which is limited. As it is right now, we have received a one-time funding from a particular organization, and sometimes the local businesses in the community, especially around the holiday period, will donate funds which are limited. Will donate perhaps bags of rice or other food items, but on an ongoing basis, in order to keep the foundation running, we are limited by regular financial support, which is something that the foundation desperately needs. We also are in need of capable hands, more volunteers, because as I told you, as of December, we have catered to hundreds, and the need is growing because the people are still coming on a daily basis. Because our resources are so limited, we're not able to cater to everybody. We have to, unfortunately, turn some people away. But we do know that if we were to be able to have more hands, have more professionals, perhaps, one of the things that we do is medical outreach. So every month we provide supplies to our widows and our orphans and other less privileged in the community that we can accommodate. But every quarter, there's an actual medical program where we have professionals, we have doctors, we have dentists, we have other medical professionals come and actually do help and try to address some of the immediate medical challenges that can be addressed on the spot. So those are the kind of challenges that we're facing, whereby the financial wherewithal of the foundation is being moved by just a few people. Is being moved by well-wishers. Is being moved by people who feel moved to donate when they can. And we know that things are hard for everybody. But what we are looking for is to partner with major organizations that can regularly fund, so that we can continue to effectively carry out the mission of the foundation, as well as to do more.
But in terms of the actual engagement with some of the beneficiaries over the last 8 years or thereabouts, since November 2017, what has been your personal experience? I know that you say that you do come on an annual basis, but what has been your personal experience? Because what it shows to me is that you are basically engaging with a stark poverty level of some sort. And so when you now come face to face with them, what has your experience been, and what does this say to you about the sort of, if you have the opportunity, the sort of thing that you think you can say to government to do? Yes, it is great to have organizations and foundations like yours, to assist, but then maybe it will be better so that from the government's, point of view, policies, etc., there can be a huge reduction in poverty level, so that people like you can stress less, if you know what I mean.
I think it's important for government to understand that the strength of a community is only as good as its weakest link, so to speak. So it's not good enough to come in when it is convenient, or come in a couple of times a year, or come in when the foundation and others like it are remembered. There needs to be a regular and constant participation in terms of getting people to where they need to be. I mean, for instance, the widows who we assist, and some of them happen to be young widows. We're not talking about older, people mama's age that are in the village. We're talking about unfortunate situations that have happened where you may have, a 20-something, a 30-something-year-old woman who otherwise was being supported by her spouse, who is no longer here. So he's not here. She has nowhere to begin. Not only is she affected, her children are affected. That is how a family is affected. And, when you have growing numbers of situations like this, then that's how a community starts to fall behind.
Yeah.
Or the orphans, like I said, a lot of the orphans that we support, of which we have trained, we have put 3 children successfully through secondary school. We have 23 children that are currently in primary and secondary school. And then we have 16 young persons, fatherless children, for whom they have completed a computer training program. And when they are finished successfully, we empower them with laptops. And when they have that training and with their laptops, then the sky is the limit in terms of what their opportunities are. So I say all this to say that, I wish that there was more support from the government in terms of helping these communities, because when you train them, when you help them, then you're actually setting yourself up for a better future. Because if anything, it's the young people or the orphans are going to grow up one day.
True.
They're going to be adults, and they're going to be the ones, I guess, running this country or, helping move Nigeria along.
Are you seeking to engage, just before we let you go, with, say, since the foundation is domiciled in Lagos, with the Lagos State government? I'm aware that the Ministry of Women Affairs has, some initiatives along the line of supporting foundations that are assisting, orphans, widows, and are you engaging with
Yes, that's also part of our mission. I mean, we have made pushes to engage with a lot of these organizations, such as what you have I've said. So, but what's the problem is that it is not continuous. It's not constant.
Yeah.
So while we appreciate the one-time donations, while we appreciate being remembered a few times a year, the kind of partnership and support that we need, we're looking for a regularized commitment, because that is the only way that we can effectively run this foundation so that we can help the people who we seek to assist.
Fantastic.
Very well said. International Director, Uchegbu Widows and Orphans Foundation, Uchegbu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Morning Show.
Thank you, and Happy New Year once again.
Wish the same. Thank you.